Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports. Back into the video today. And today the Houston Texans have signed Tarique Barnes, a undrafted free agent from Illinois. He played 5 seasons with Illinois, and he played 10 games this past season, and he had 25 tackles. He had 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was it for him this season. I watched some Tarique Barnes highlights, and one of the things I liked most of what I saw from him, which was mainly in a game that was against Toledo, and he's a really good QB spy, brings really good pressure to the quarterback, and he hits really hard too. Is something I noticed mainly with stopping the run is what obviously that's going to be mainly for a linebacker. That's going to be mainly where you're making tackles, but at the same time, he may going up against the run hits really hard. But there's just a couple things I saw that I really liked about him, but mainly the number one thing I liked most was him being a really good QB spy. And he really, in a game this past season against Toledo, he really did a good job. Got a couple tackles for a loss, forced a fumble, which I think went back to Toledo. But he really is a solid linebacker. But this is a Texans team that has a very, very heavy linebacker room. So I would say he's going to have to work his ass off to potentially make this 53-man roster. But I would say he is a guy that if he plays well enough, he very well could end up on the practice squad and maybe get a chance to show himself in games sometime for the Texans in the 2024 season. But in 13 games in 2022, he had 46 tackles with 8.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks. He had 2 passes deflected. I think that was really it in his 2022 season. He had 1 interception in 2021, and he had a solid career at Illinois. But he wasn't able to get drafted, and Texans pick him up. But I think this is definitely a solid pickup for the Texans if you look at their undrafted free agents. There haven't been many. I think there's only like 4 or 5. A couple wide receivers, 1 running back, British Brooks, and then you have Tarique now, who's the 4th pickup, and I think there might be 1 more if I'm not mistaken. But let me know your thoughts on the signing for the Texans in the comment section, and peace out. Go Texans.